Hello, good evening. I hope everybody is doing well. Today we are going to have a different life because I'm just going to have a casual chit chat with Dr. Suaad Al Shamsi. Dr. Suaad is a very special person for me because she inspires me to be the better version of myself. So
Thank
let me
you.
begin with a brief introduction to Dr. Suaad. She is the first Emirati woman to be an aviation engineer. And apart from this, she's also a member of Emirates Association in the UK and the Institution of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. She's the founder of Women Aviation Organizations in the Middle East chapter, and she's also the CEO of L2L. Apart from this, she is an author of 5 novels, 5 amazing novels with great stories that you can read and enjoy. Welcome to the live session, Dr. Swad. I'm so happy to have you with me today.
Actually, I'm happy. Good evening, everyone. Happy to be with you, Nousheen, and it's my pleasure to meet an amazing woman and a role model like you.
Thank you so I'm humbled. So
You
let's
are,
begin
mashallah.
to the live session. So let's begin with our conversation. So we want to know, how did you choose a career which is very different, which is dominated mostly by men, and very few women from the Middle East could ever be
You,
in this field?
actually, yeah, actually, I was looking for a career that very rare you can find a woman, especially Arab women. Usually, I remember when in the school, they ask you to choose either medical, social study, business administration. Those the normal major. I think ladies always go, and if you will see that they are engineer, they are either electrical engineering or graphic designer and all of this. So I wanted to be different, and I was searching, and I want any career that is linked with aviation industry. So I was thinking in beginning as a pilot, cabin crew, and I noticed that okay, there are ladies, but it's not something make me to be very close to the aircraft till I find that aeronautical engineering is the one it's reached to my heart, and I have those passion for math, physics, mechanical. I like to make things by my hand, so I decided to go to this field to be an aircraft engineer.
This is amazing. You know, there are very few
Thank
women
you.
like you. Very few.
Yeah, but previously, if you now we can see a lot of ladies entering to the field. Yeah, it's less the percentage than what we are expecting.
Yeah.
I hope that we have more, but comparing to 16 years when I joined, no, we have a good number of ladies.
So, what advice do you give to young women who are still planning for a career and still thinking about which field they should choose?
I always believe that for the young generation, especially the ladies or even men, try to think about a career out of the box. Try to be unique. Have passion of your career to give more to stay and you be a leader in your career. Have passion. Choose something is different that you can find yourself. Don't be copy of any other. I do believe every one of us we are unique.
We are
Other
unique.
mentality, other from emotionally, other body, other. I think you have to be as well unique with your dream. Be passionate about the way you start your career. You know, when you are going for a party or you are going to meet your friend or you're going to a nice place, you started very well. You dress and you know you be on all your good looking, and you're
Yeah.
starting your career. I do believe it's like you are going for your first day for a party or for your wedding maybe.
Hmm. Wow. When you said for your wedding, maybe I stopped for a minute, thinking why you said
Yes,
that.
because you know, it's actually, I do believe when you go to a career, first day is the same first day of marriage. Either you succeed, either you fail. You fail. So it's
Because
you
it's new,
succeed
it's
or
new
you fail. You
commitment.
choose. So the career is the same.
Okay, interesting, very interesting. So, what do you think makes us awesome? How can we be amazing? What's your perception of being
The
awesome?
way of our thinking, the way our thinking of the way that we are acting. If
Yeah.
we do believe as a woman that all of us we born as a leader, uh, powered by our mentality, by our heart, by our body, we will have this awesome day, awesome moment, awesome
Mm.
everything. We will feel it is awesome in our life. But if we think positive way, we power everything in our body. But if
Yeah.
we keep the negative things in our life, we will think that we are not awesome anymore. We are miserable. So I think what makes us awesome, the way we have the faith in ourselves after the faith of God.
Yeah, it's true. Especially when we are in testing times. We
Yes.
are awesome when we are being tested. We are awesome when we show courage in difficult times. We are awesome when we bear adversity in a nice way. We are awesome when we are always grateful, no matter how things are around us. This is what I believe. And yes, I truly agree with you. We are awesome even when we are being uniquely ourselves, when we are
Yeah.
thinking positive. And we need to be awesome in these times the most of all times.
We need to be more awesome and awesome in a positive way because the situation is still, and we don't know when it will be over.
Yeah. Nobody knows it. And no
No one.
forecast.
No one.
Yeah,
Yes.
seriously. So, the next up, what challenges have you faced when you got into a profession which is very different, which is exclusively for considered for men? And what do you think that women should do when they are doing something totally different and they might have some disapprovals from people around them, they might have some social pressures, they might have some familial pressures as well?
Well, first of all, what happened when a woman gets into a main job? No one will take you seriously. No one will trust you. No one will have this faith that you can do the job. Whatever you try your best, you have to do it trouble time of the man, uh, how he did it. So I think that most challenges that you make people more confidence, more pursue them that you can be in a job that is being written in the book. It's just for a man, which is that it's not true. Women can be in any job. Nothing said in this life that this is a job of a man and this is a job of a woman. Both of us we are equal. I do believe in the gender equality,
Yeah,
uh,
true.
and I
Same.
do believe if yeah, if you have a dream, if you can trust yourself, you can do whatever. But I think the women who try to be like a pilot, like aircraft engineer, many of the career we think it's just a man job. She has to work harder. She has to give more to make sure that people take them seriously.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Women have to give 200% of their
Yes,
best abilities to ensure that what they're doing is worth noticing, is
and people,
bringing
yeah,
them
trust
enough
you in your doing.
recognition.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you need this trust. You need people to say, yeah, they can trust you to do more and more because they can give you only a small piece of work to see if you can continue. And people will try to push you to make you down, to make you fail, especially in a job.
Yeah.
People think scared from you because you are the just woman, or and percentage of the woman is very little. So I think they will try to push you down to say, see, this is a
Mhm.
job of a man. You will be fail. You fail. You cannot do it.
Yeah.
You enter to a wrong field. I think people will try to push you to change your career or to leave your career, and this is what happened when you decided to go a field. It's almost a man dominated.
Yes, true. So, what do you think is the recipe of success? What do you call
Recipe
success?
of success. I do believe when you connect the three things, and I keep repeating your mind, your heart, your body, when you connect the three of them, you will have the right recipe of succeed. Don't think only by your mind, don't think by your heart, don't say, yeah, I have the good body to work. I think you have to work it how you power three of them together. And when you decided to do something, do it with passion. Don't just put the idea in your mind and you feel, yeah, you can do it, but you don't have this passion to continue to do it. I think the passion is number one. Number two is the faith that you in yourself, that you have the capability. capability, you have this skill, you have everything, single thing that allowed you to succeed. And do believe that even with the failure, you will fail once, twice, maybe 100 times, you will succeed in the end. It just the taste of the success will come when you do the hardest, you get it hardest, not easier way. I think this is the most recipe. I use it in my 16 years in my career, and I think it's the correct recipe. I use it.
True. Yes. Um, what are some key points that you want to share for the next generation of female leaders? Because you are a female leader yourself. So,
Yes.
what do you think are great practices that female leaders should indulge in order to inspire more women towards excellence?
Well, what is make developing a new generation? I think the first of all, we need to, as an old generation, we need to communicate. We need to connect to each other to help the new generation to be a leader. We give them our tips, we give them our recipe, we give them all our experience. Because if we don't help them, we will never see a female leader in the future. I think we need to share all our secrets and connect as a woman power. To empower women, I do believe that it should be connecting all the women in the same field, not only in the engineering, even with the pilots, even with the medical, any field you women want to be a leader. And I think it's the right time to go and knock the door of the new generation and change their mentality, because a lot of the new generation, they don't understand what is they should study, which
Yeah.
career is available, how they can succeed. I think with the technology, they don't understand. They get lost with a lot of things in the technology. With the social media, people get lost.
Mm.
Which field I should go? Maybe, for example, Nousheen, that they will say, Suaad, she said aviation is very good. But another leader, she will say the medical is good. So I think
Mm.
we should go to the school, we should go to the university, we should knock the door of the new generation and say, this is that's available, this is how you can be leader, and this is your option to choose what you want to be. This is, I think, previously we never had it, and this is the right time to have it now. So this is the point I think we need to be developing, and scaling a right woman empowerment for the new generation. I think if we have it in our, for example, online courses or more event to empower the new generation. Okay, we hear about women empowerment previously, who's the leader, who's the role model, but did they go and talk to the new generation? Did they speak to them? Did they give them a tips? Did they give them a lecture? How was it? What is the opportunity? I think we need this time right to develop a career opportunity, education
Yes.
opportunity, and what the challenges they might face is, what the positive, what is it the negative. And this is a developing a full strategy
Yeah.
for the new generation to be a female leader in the future.
I strongly believe that as women leaders, we should give them a platform, or we should create
Yes.
multiple platforms where
Yes,
young
we need
people
it.
can come up and explore their talents and build their future on the basis of those talents rather than just taking motivational speeches from us or understanding our stories or watching
Yes.
us on social media. So I believe that your platform, L2L, is a great place that offers
Alhamdulillah, thanks
young
God.
women. Yes, that
Yes.
offers young women many opportunities for growth, for understanding their talents, for discovering their passion, for implementing different strategies in their personal and professional lives, and how
Yes,
they
I'm
can
trying.
develop themselves. So, what
Yes.
are the other goals for L2L? I know you are running L2L, you are the CEO of the company, and it's doing a lot of
Yes.
activities in the city.
Actually, L2L, it's a consultation company,
Mm-hmm.
which is that we are targeting different area. One of the area how we had the new generation, we go to school, university, and some of the career fair, we go and we give them a lecture. We choose some of the leader to give them a lecture. We give them a workshop. We'll see how we can help them, especially at different age. We starting from age of 13 till till the university age, which is that they are reaching to 20, 21, 23. This is one area. Second area, We do it for government and non-government company. They ask us to do a more workshop how for example leadership challenges, developing their career, personality. This is we do it for company as well. We do consultation and we give a workshop for them. Third things we do face to face, one by one, by myself and my colleague. We give a personal consultation, especially with people, you know, now it's increasing with people, they are losing their job, they are losing their business, how they can stand again. Some of them, they want to enter to a field, but because the corona and what is happening, they cannot find job. So we give them a consultation, not only in the career, even as a personal developing. The last thing we are doing, we are the building an events. Some of the company we had a corporate with them, like for example in Dubai government we did many time.
Okay.
Sharjah airport, Dubai airport, we did a lot of event with them. This event, it's like a platform. Try to do it for big number. Last attendees, the attendees was around 200 to one of the platform. The second platform it will reach to 700. So we try to create an event that everyone, either male or female, get and knowledgeable on what is it, the economic situation, industry, aviation industry, different industry. We get an advisor from different industry that help us in this event. So it's the band. So more it's a consultation. We are helping other personnel, other group.
Okay. So many people can look towards L2L for guidance, and they can actually solve any problems that they are facing in their career at the moment.
Yes.
And they can even consult on building their future planning about their career or their personal life.
And we help them how they can do, how can they build their future. We do have a plan for, like, especially with people, because L2L is a shortcut of learning, and we
can you repeat?
Especially with.
Can you repeat? Your voice was disrupted.
Family, so we do monthly and.
Okay, Dr. Suaad is talking about L2L and its goals, that the company is offering monthly and weekly consultation programs, and it's also helping people in improving their learning prowess.
Yes, we give them the.
Yes. So let's talk about your experiences as a public speaker. Dr. Suaad is also a motivational speaker. She has been speaking in many different platforms inside the country and outside, and she's been inspiring a large number of women all around the world so that they can join different professions and be themselves, be comfortably themselves in any part of the world. So, what was one of your most interesting experience as a public speaker? Tell us some story from public speaking.
You know, the story when the people, when I told them I have 16 years experience, the most question they are asking me, how old are you? And I keep telling them, guys, I graduate very small. I graduated from high school 16 years old. I did double major in bachelor, I did double major in master, and I did my PhD directly after. So people will keep thinking when I speak, first of all, it's the same when I enter to the field. People, they didn't take me seriously.
Yeah,
when they see my name, when I go, yes,
but
I'm not young, too much young. Don't worry, I'm not that young. Don't worry, Nousheen. So when I go to the stage, people in the beginning, they don't take me seriously, except when I start talking, and then there they take me. Okay, they listen. So this is the first 2-3 minutes. I don't like it. People don't take you seriously. They think that you are not a good speaker, or she has a paper. And I'm a person, I hate holding paper and read from it. I like more a storytelling. I like to more to be calibrate and participate with the audience. I like to go down. I don't like to stand. If you will see on the YouTube, people keep saying me, why do you go between the people? And I said, the good things
It actually connects you.
participate with them. When you go down them and connect with them. This is the thing I think I really like it when I do my speech and I be a public speaker.
So I'm sure that you're enjoying public speaking the most, and you're sharing all
Yes.
of your wonderful experiences while you are talking on stage among
Thanks a
your
lot.
audience.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Coming to the point where comes the idea of striking balance. How do you manage so many things? You are managing your mega project in Abu Dhabi, you are managing your engineering role as, in the airlines, you are managing your L2L, you are doing a lot of public speaking, and then you're writing so many books. So when do you find time for family and how do you manage kids?
No, I have. So I have two kids. I have Yusuf, he's 6 year old, and Sultan, he's turning next month, inshallah,
Child.
2 years. Well, as I told you, in beginning, I find it very difficult to manage my timing. And I like to be a public speaker, but this is not a full time. When I give a speech or workshop, this is not a full time. It's depend on the season and the requirement. Holding the project of Abu Dhabi, it's my career as a consultation now there. It's my career. It's a daily job. I have to go for it. So when it's come to my career, my family, and the book, I try to manage it in a way. This is what I love. I love my family. I love my kids. I love my hobby to write and read books. And the same times I have my career. So what I do a weekly schedule, and I do monthly schedule. That everyone I give them their right, and especially with myself as well. Between all of this, we need time for ourselves. We need time to have couple of hours alone, either drinking coffee, enjoying our peacefully time. And I think a lot of us who's working and have a multitask to do, they need their space. They need the time to be alone, away from social media, away from technology, away
From
from the
everything.
family, from the job. So what I do, 2 hours, I switch everything off, and only one person, like my mother, she knows where I am, and that's it. This is 2 hours, 3 hours peacefully for
Only
me,
for you.
wherever I am. Yeah, either I'm sleeping, either I'm in a coffee shop, or wherever I am. And I think this is refreshing yourself, your body, your soul. It's good for refreshing, that you can more energy. And I think a lot of us, we spend time with the family, with the career, and we forget ourselves. So I think we need to do scheduling for a weekly, what we need to do, what is it not to be done. Yes.
Yeah. I take one full day for myself in every 15 days. And then I just go away, switch
No,
off
no, no,
everything.
no. For me, I prefer to do it weekly, 3 hours, and Saturday 4 hours. I prefer it, because if it's 2 weeks, too much. With the pressure, you need to take at least 1 hour, 2 hours weekly. I
Good,
don't
good,
mind
good.
after 2 weeks to take full day.
Okay. Yeah. So let's take some questions from our listeners.
Yes, yes.
Sitara is asking us, what is women's success in professional life? How do they
Sorry,
measure success? What is
I
success
couldn't
for
hear.
women in professional life?
What the success of the woman? If you are can managing yourself, your family, your career, your hobby, and you're still enjoying, and you put your lipstick on, you're dressing well, and you are so happy, I think you are the most successful woman in this world. This
Yes.
is this is I do trust any woman have all of this and still managing to smile. She's the most successful woman in the world.
Yes, true, true. If you are able to keep your spirit high in all sorts of times, you are the successful woman.
Nice.
Okay, Rohit.
Everyone is success.
Yes, Rohit is asking, how can we stay focused in today's time?
How you stay focused? It's starting with you. Uh, Forget about, for me, negative people. If they are from my family, I said sorry. I don't want to hear any negative. I don't block them. I delete them from WhatsApp and my social media because I just don't want to hear any negative. Because you know what?
Yeah.
Any let's be honest. When it's starting the corona, a lot of messages, okay, you can find it in the newspaper, you can see it in the TV, you can see it in the social media. Why you send the message? Stop sending negative message. So what I do with the close people to me, that I say, sorry, I don't want to hear anything, I don't want to block you, but I will delete you. A stranger, I don't give them a chance, I just block them. This is the thing. I do believe we need to block any negative mentality, any negative energy will come to our life, especially with this situation. And I focus, okay, that God, he put us in this situation. I do believe he give us a break. Previously, most of us, we are working. You drink your coffee in the car, you are eating your sandwich in the car, you are in the office, always you are in the phone. And I think God, he give us the time to break, to have a break for our body, for our mentality, to recharge ourselves. So this is the time to recharge your energy and think about it. After the situation will finish, the corona will finish, you should be coming out of this situation the most success man or the most successful woman. For me, it's give me a chance to continue my writing my book. Some of my colleagues, they start their online business. They've been postponing this online business, and they started and they start selling. So you focus on yourself, how you want to be after all this situation, and after you are out from here, from all the situation, you will smile that you have a success, and you have all of this thing you've been done and prepared for the good life in the future. The other people who's negative, believe me, they will start to stay negative even till next year. Believe me, they will start being negative always.
People who get into the habit of whining, they continue to do so in all situations. It's not like just
Yes.
this one. So that's an
Yes.
entirely different story. All right,
Yeah.
Rohit is asking us, how can we strike a balance in our personal and professional life? What are
How to
good ways?
balance? It's a good way. Okay, first of all, in your personal life, you have to depend, is that you are alone or you are married. If you are married, I do believe that you have to be very clear with the person you are married, what you love, what you don't like. I do believe if you said for your partner, I want to talk with you as a friend, it's different when you say, I want to talk to you as a partner. When you said that I want to talk to you as a friend, that you give them what from your heart without hurting the other part. And I think you have to balance in a way. The time you enter to your office or whatever you are working, you have to have train yourself that you have a switch on and a switch off button. A switch on that you are, for example, if you are a doctor or you are an engineer, you turn it on. That's it. I am engineer. I will totally forget about the what's happening in my house or my family or maybe my friend. Totally ignore it and stay away from the phone or the media that will keep you linked during your professional or your work with the negative or the news. And when you go out and you will enter to the car or wherever you enter to your house, switch off that you are working and switch on that you are a mother or you are a daughter or you are a sister, and forget about what is happening in the work. Try to practice it. It's very difficult, but believe me, with the practice and always, if you think that, okay, if you are in the house and you will think about your work, stand in front of the mirror. I don't want to, and talk to yourself. I don't want to talk about the work. I don't want to hear about my manager. I don't want to hear about my colleague. I will enjoy my coffee. I will enjoy my tea. I will go to dance with my kid. Just try to make yourself busy at work to at home to forget about the work, and the
Yeah.
opposite. So this is how you will balance between your career and with your life.
It's all a matter of discipline. If
Yes.
you're able to switch on and switch off at the right time, you will be.
It's not only like this machine. You need to practice it till you use with it. This is most people,
Yeah.
they don't practice. They want to do it, but they don't practice.
Yes, it's difficult for some people to discipline themselves and switch off their thoughts.
Yeah.
Like some people keep on thinking about work all the time. They cannot leave work problems to work time only.
I
And that's
think
when the imbalance.
the way you have to do it, if you think about the work, try to do another thing in this moment will let you to ignore what is happening at work.
Yeah, true. I agree with you. Let's talk about your novels. Where do
Yes.
your inspirations come from for your novels?
My novels, it's all a true story. I never decided for any one of them. And suddenly I met the person, I like their story, and I start writing it. I start writing in Arabic, and now some of my novel it's been a transfer. I have two novel. It's been translated to the English. It will come in this summer, and Borders and Konokonia and other bookstore. And I
Okay.
like to write about true story that it's reach to the heart of the reader. So this is what I always sorry my camera. Yeah. So this is what I always believe. It's all true story, and I believe that it will help me. 1 second, machine. Sorry.
Yes,
Okay.
sure.
Yes. Okay. Can you hear me now?
So,
Yes. Sorry.
yeah, it's
The
okay.
mic is came down. Sorry. Yeah. So my novel, it's all a true story, and it's the point. It's more for
Oh,
adults
it's
than the
all
young.
about young people. Wow.
No, it's adult. It's even when I take it to the government to get to sign that it's
Mhm.
ready for publishing, they always put it 18 and above.
They must be relationship.
I
They
don't know
must be
why.
relationship novels.
There's something wrong. I don't know why.
Great. Okay, I want to know what's
Yes.
coming up. Tell me about your coming up.
Coming up, I have two books, inshallah. It will come this
Okay.
year. One, it's a story. It's been written in Morocco. For that, I traveled to Morocco. I like when I write about a country or uh, the heroes of my book. If it's from country, I like to travel to the
Okay.
country. I like to live in the place. I don't like hear it from people. Like I remember my first book. It's happened. The heroes are from Egypt. So I traveled to Egypt and I stayed there for around 1 month. For Morocco, I stay 3 weeks. It will come soon, inshallah. The other one, it's more about personal developing. It's not a novel.
Okay.
People ask me that whatever I do it in my as a public speaker, they want me to put it as a tips in a book,
Mhm.
and it's how to find your soul, and it will come Arabic and English by next September,
Okay, inshallah. We are looking forward to
inshallah.
the books and we would love to read them.
Definitely, when it's coming in English, I will let you know that you can share it with all your friends.
Yes, definitely. We will have a book launch event, inshallah. I hope by then everything will be normal and we'll have
One
running.
of them it will come in July. The one is being
Okay.
translated. It's been sold out in Arabic 18,000 book, and now they translate it in English and French. It will come in July,
Okay.
and it's called "How to Kill Your Man with No Evidence." With my respect to all the man who's looking to this video now. Yes, it's already and it's translated to the English and French. It will come on July.
Okay. I'm waiting for this
Don't show it to your
one.
husband, please. Definitely.
I'm waiting for this one the most.
It will come soon in July. I will send you a copy and you can read it, but don't let any man to see you while you are reading this book, for
Sure,
God's
I
sake.
will cover it up and I will not let anybody know.
Okay.
All right. I have a question from someone, Dr. Swad. It's completely different from our
Yes.
present conversation, but I will still say it.
Yes.
Somebody wants to know how to react to employees after the lockdown finishes and the work goes back to the normal life. So, how do we react to employees? How do we motivate them? How do we deal with them?
Well, if the person is asking a manager, uh, I think the good things to react to your employee and get their loyalty. that when you everything get normal, I do prefer you do something called coffee timing. Give them a gathering. Forget about the corona, the virus. What is it? Try to make them like you knowing each other again, because a lot of people being affected not as a healthy way. Some of them, the economic, financially, mentality, a lot of people being affected actually with this situation. I think you need to gather your employee and try to make them like you're doing a party for them, a small party, that yes, everything normal, life is normal. Like when you wake up from your dream, a bad dream, nightmare, what you do, you might scream and so happy. Try make them happy. Try to get them this, especially the first week returning, how they are recovering from all of the things, and try to make them feel comfortable that they are back to the office. Don't push them hard. Yes, you've been in the home for 2 months, 3 months, you have, don't push them hard, because a lot of people are still scared to go back to the office. Make them comfortable zone. Try not to push them to sit beside each other for at least for a couple of weeks till you understand that everyone they are comfortable. And this is the advice I always do it with my colleague when we go to the office, because twice a week we go back to the office. Yes,
even from home they're working, like they're already, they must be stressed about their many issues from home as well. So when they're
you
back,
have to reduce the stress, that let them comfortable they are back, and then slowly push them with the workload.
true. Okay, somebody asked a very interesting question about the book, the last one, which is coming in July. They said, what was the inspiration behind this book title? Why you chose this book title, and what is the story?
Okay. I work with the men more than a woman. And I remember in the university, I was me, an Indian lady, and Turkish, between 34 students, all they are men. So, when you are working with a man, you can hear them how they are complaining about their woman. They don't listen to them. They don't give them the respect they deserve. And you can understand the man
Your voice is not clear. I think there is some disruption due to the internet connection. So I'm sure Dr. Suaad was perhaps talking about her experiences when she was in university studying with different men, majority of men, and less women. Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
sorry,
clear.
Nousheen. A lot, everyone in UAE now, they are using the Wi-Fi. Okay,
Yes, it's
regarding the book, because I work with a man, and I keep hearing, in the restroom, because, we are working in shift. We work 12, 13 hours. And I felt very bad when I hear the man, they are complaining about their wife. When I go back home, I can hear it from my friend, from my family, and I decided, why I don't write a book that we listen the voice of the man and the voice of the lady. And when I keep saying that for the lady, did you wish to kill your man? And believe me, I did survey 483 women, and exactly, you can imagine how many percentage came that they wish to kill their man.
how many?
76 ladies, they want to change their man or to get rid of them. And when it came to the man, the percentage was less. They were 20%, they do want to change their woman. 80%, they want to change the habit of the woman or to understand the woman. So you can see the difference. And I decided, okay, let me write 12 story about different couples, how it's a common problem it's happening in their life, and how we can solve it for them.
Interesting. So these 12 stories will talk about different issues related to relationships and will help people
Yes,
understand their conditions and how they can make things
yes,
better. I
yes.
think these will be very useful. and so many people will certainly benefit from them, especially after COVID-19.
To be honest, I thought I will get feedback from some of the people, but when I keep receiving emails from outside the country, from different country, and I noticed that we are all similarity with different background, with different
Yeah.
nationality, but we have the same problem, and I think it will help a lot of people, and I wish it's helped them. Yes.
Yeah, it will definitely. Because stories are a great way of learning. Everybody learns from stories because they can connect with the
Yes.
story. They can understand the
Yes.
situation of people in the story and apply the same to themselves and fix things. So that's the thing. All right. This was very interesting. Thank you so much for your time, Dr.
Thank you,
Swad.
Nousheen.
And
Thank you
I
for
really enjoyed
everyone.
it.
Have a good evening, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.